Agent Skahen. Sometimes I say just in my head because, and I think Joe Crazy mentioned this to me when we were talking about it last week. That I might have a dyslexic thing. I say shaken sometime or shaken, and it's like Joe's like, you're putting that K in the wrong place. I'm like, yeah. It's just me. But
I forgot what was that called. There's a thing where it's like your brain will actually replace letters. Like you will see like
something.
I don't know
like
what
that.
it's called. There's a thing for it. It's totally fine, right? It's normal.
Is it cross-eyed?
All the time. No. No.
No, I can't go cross-eyed. My son can, but no,
is it
no,
swap-eyed? I swapped.
But anyway, this.
No,
No, go ahead, Jeremy. What were you gonna say?
no, you're good. That's
Okay.
commenting on what Joe said. Like I don't think it's cross-eyed. I think it's something else.
Anyway, and just want to give a quick shout out to anybody out there in the chat. Just welcome to all you viewing. If you have a comment or a question, feel free. No problem reading comments and questions from the audience there. And hello and good evening to you all. And anyway, so Skahen. See, I was about to say shaken again. I'm just going to say shaken. Okay, that's just how I say it in my head every time. So shaken but not stirred. Here we go. What was that?
So here's the excuse you guys use. At some point, you just know so much stuff in your head you can't keep it straight anymore. So
The burden of
feel free to
knowledge.
play that card whenever you want, and it works great.
Here's my card. It's just there for.
I'm just too smart. I don't have time for words, okay?
I don't have time for words. I just write scripts all the time, you know? Okay. Anyway, back to this. To 2008 promotional figure. So she was a Gen Con exclusive in 2008. And from Vidar. Vidar General. Let's see here. Human, unique hero, agent, tricky, medium 4. Double attack, which is when Agent Skahen or Shaken attacks. She may attack one additional time. Cover fire. When attacking an opponent's figure, if this agent inflicts one or more wounds, you may move one tricky figure you control who follows Vidar and is within 8 clear sight spaces of the agent, up to 4 spaces. You cannot use cover fire to move this agent herself. And also stealth dodge. You know, an agent Skahen rolls defense dice against an attacking figure who is not adjacent. One shield will block all damage. So not bad. So and there's a little synergy with other agents for her. She's got 3 life, move with 6 spaces, which is pretty good. And a 7 range, not bad either. An attack of 3, defensive 3, which, like, I say 3 sometimes is a good sweet spot, you know, for rolling dice. If it's 4 or more, sometimes you just end up with it where the dice hate you. But sometimes 3.
No, it's more like 5 or 6.
5 or 6.
3 and 4 is your sweet points when it comes to dice.
Is a good balance because, you know, 3 you can get elevation, and for her, you know, she's got that range, so she could be, you know, high on a point, then have a 4 attack. Yeah, you know, between 3 and 4. That's not bad for her.
Yeah, no.
Now,
No, she's a pretty solid figure.
Yeah.
I actually witnessed her being played at the Massachusetts event that I went to back in January. And actually, I filmed that game that I saw. So look out for that video coming out actually beginning of March. Should be coming out the first week of March. So look out for that one.
Nice.
But yeah, no, really solid figure. But when Ryan and I were going over this figure, Ryan noticed that the model is nothing special about that model.
right. And how about we get into that actually real quick, okay? Because it's like I noticed this because now let's look at, because this is something that might halt the brakes on everything when it comes to like someone saying, "Ooh, I want to get this miniature." Then you realize something. It was a promotional exclusive figure. There's not many of them, And
Liars.
on allthingsheroscape.com, it's to over $200. That's insane. There's a solution.
About 100 on eBay, I believe.
Still,
It's way too
worth a
much
penny.
money.
Not
Okay, so here's a solution. Do you know what this miniature looks like? Very familiar. I'm just gonna go to another page on All Things Heroscape, and I apologize for those of you who are listening to the audio podcast. You'll have to you'll have to go to YouTube to know what we're talking about. But basically,
don't worry. Ryan's just kind of building up the drum roll
I'm building
for
up
what
the
this
page.
mic drop of information here.
So what I'm showing right now is a picture
also
of Agent Skahen. Yeah. I'm sorry, Joe.
I was gonna say no. This is just probably majority of people. We're just probably like really late to all of this. I'm sure majority of Heroscapers already know this and are going, yeah, go on. But like we're late to the party, so we just found this out.
This is why I'm trying to communicate people out there who might not know this, who like, oh, I just found Heroscape. I know I'm like about 20 years too late, but I just found Heroscape.
Yeah.
I want to get into it. How do I get this miniature without spending $100 to $200? Here we go. So here she is. There on All Things Heroscape, $200. Here is Nikita Agents, Unique Squad, $13.90. Now, do you see a miniature there? And like I said, if you listen to this on audio, it's the top miniature. I'm gonna switch back now to Agent Shaken. Now back to this one. Now back to this one. It's the same miniature. So here is the hack. You get Nikita Agents. Now everybody's gonna be scrambling into the closets to find a Nikita Agent, the right one. It's the redhead. You just paint her. Print out the card. Voila. You got yourself a $200 figure. Or miniature. There you go. Easy piece of pie. All right. So.
And I will say, the thing of the Nikita Agents, like, because they re-released them. It's one of the few units that got re-released in a second run. And so there's a lot of them out there compared to other characters. So you can easily get your hands on some Nikita Agents. Like I recently bought a lot off of eBay, and they were just there. Like they're just in the lot, and I'm like, I already have these, but hey, now I can paint a Skahen.
You can paint and just like sell them as a markup. I mean, I think I would be honest and say it is painted from a Nikita Agent.
Right, yeah,
but still there is value now that I painted it. You know.
You can feel this as an Agent Skahen now, right?
Yeah, what I don't understand, is how is this a promotional figure? Like how do they get away with that?
Well, they've done it. All the promotional figures are repaints.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Is Master
Sir
Wu?
Hawthorne is. Yeah, Master Wu is one of the. If you look, he's one of the models of the monks.
Oh God! You just got that. You didn't even realize.
No, I've looked at that. I have to compare those, but I'm just like,
hold on,
no,
promotional
I don't think so.
It's one of the there's one of the monks that holds his palm out. It's the same model, just with different paint job.
Oh, great! Googly,
so is this a model you could buy at Gen Con, or was it handed out at Gen Con?
It was handed out. If you showed up to the Heroscape presentation, they gave you these characters. And then I know at a certain point. They were doing Heroscapers giveaways on the website, and if you won in the giveaway, if you won the lottery or of the draw or whatever, they would send those units to you because they had a bunch of extra ones back in the day. So now, basically, if you wanted to get your hands on the original, it's third party, but you can also get them by painting the previous characters that they're based off of. Like it's not bad to do that. I think I've seen a lot of characters get these characters specifically brought into the play through their repaints. So
like no gaming company's going to spend thousands of dollars to manufacture a new miniature just to hand out for free at a convention. That just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, especially for free. Yeah, that's the main part.
No, we just mark it up later, years after the game's discontinued, and then just totally fleece everybody online. Yeah, that's how it's.
Yeah,
it's a thing.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh my god, yeah.
What is the Master Wu thing? Is he right?
Yeah, Ryan, you got scammed.
Oh shit. I'll have to bleep that out
so
later.
sorry. I'm sorry.
There you go. Got scammed.
I've lost all my will to live now. Oh dear.
Oh goodness.
You know, how did I not? I mean, yeah, seriously, I don't know. No, I'm not. You know,
We
it's
were
like
fooled.
later this week. You know, you're gonna hear me from my closet going like, "Darn it!" Anyway, we'll talk about Master Wu some other time. Agent Skahen.
Probably in 3 years.
Lore. Yeah, probably 3 years. Oh, lore. Yeah, because that's a W. My goodness.
Yeah.
Right.
Thanks to Lone Wolf for getting the card image. Okay, that's not lore. Is there any lore on her? I don't see any lore.
So they did not write bios for the promotional characters. For the most part, I think the few that we have any information on were mentioned in other bios, if that makes sense. So like Sir Hawthorne was mentioned in the Knights of Weston bio, and then like we got information on Samuel Brown in the 10th Regiment of Foot's bio. But this character, as far as I've done my research, does not have any particular like personal lore. However, if you want some real life lore, which is some fun stuff, the Agent Scott, the name Skahen is actually there's a admin on Heroscapers.com who goes by the name Bungie. Skahen is Bungie's last name IRL. And so this character was designed by Grunge Bob and Truth, and they used Bungie's last name for the character to give reference to Bungie. And so I think it's funny that Bungie posted the book for Agent Skahen because it's based after her. Like that's her last name. As the character. Mm-hmm.
I like how a lot of miniature, like some miniatures, some planets, are named after people who've worked on the game.
Yep.
So,
They've done a lot of
always a nice
referencing
thing.
in the game. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, that's cool. That's nice. Let's see here. There's synergies. Like work well with the tricky personalities.
Yep.
That's basically it. It's here. C3V. Look, you got basically anything synergy is just it's tricky. You're just getting a tricky army basically. If you're looking to use her, which is fine because there's plenty of miniatures of squads and heroes to choose from for that. So
and I think that's super awesome because if there's anything that I want more of in Heroscape is more synergies with personalities.
Right.
Because of any of the different categories that we have to have synergies off of, personalities don't come up as often as I think they should. So I think being able to say, okay, I'm going to make a tricky army, or I'm going to make a, fearless army, or whatever, is just so awesome.
Right, and you got to play to your strengths and what you have to use. And like I said, so really simple way to get her and use her along with whatever agents. Because I mean, the great thing is like if you have like a starter set already. I mean, you probably have Agent Carr and Krav Maga, and so with her along for the ride, I mean, there you go. You got a pretty fun army to end up using and getting well at it with. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do tournaments care if you're to show up with an Akita agent painted like her with the printout?
They're not gonna know. They're not gonna know, Jason.
Yeah.
They're gonna have no idea.
And in a sense, it's
Who would ask? Who would ask
it's a
that?
proxy.
In this one,
They're gonna go, oh, looks like you don't have the right Master Wu. How are they gonna know?
You could probably substitute an Akita agent unpainted and use it as a proxy.
Joe has a plan
for her.
That's it.
So
No, they're not gonna know. No,
I don't think it's a big deal.
There's a lot of repaints of figures anyway. It's not.
Right.
It's not a big deal. It's the pose. It's like a difference between if you bring in. Yeah, as long as you have the same model, it's fine. Because if you bring in another, Wu Saga, there's another just an alien-looking snake thing. It's gonna have a different, try the actual
What do they call it in Heroscape? I forget.
Yeah, the silhouette or the hit zone. They're gonna have a different hit zone than the other Usaga. So as long as the model's it's fine. Because I had that issue. I was gonna bring a proxy for a Jandor robot. What's the one with double attack? I forgot, but
Zetacron?
Zetacron, yeah. I was gonna bring a proxy for Zetacron, and they were like, "Nah, it's a bit a little bit off than the original model because of the arm going up." And I had both arms were like straight like this, and the original model has one arm up, and it's gonna, So I was like, "All right, no problem. It makes sense."
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, they're very. I mean, that's one thing you do got to be careful though with. You got to get something that is either the same or incredibly accurate, because they care about whether or not you can laser point and be able to see. Sometimes that makes a difference in a game. That really does. Mm-hmm. So absolutely. Anything else to talk about Agent Shaken not stirred before we close this tonight? Or I mean, before we close this segment.
I like her. Cover fire is a fun ability. I think that's neat.
I think I need to start painting. I think I need to find an extra miniature of her and start some painting.
Sure. Yeah, I might pick up a kit too myself, because I just got some more lizard folk.
Yeah, nice.
So I want to be able to paint those.
I need to go. That reminds me. I need to go to the store, see if they got those Pathfinder characters, Starfinder characters, or whatever for the proxies.
Bro. Yes, you do.
Anyway, yeah, I know.
If you see my new C3V video, they're just fantastic.
I know. I watched that. Yeah, I watched that video, and immediately after, like, okay, bought some things off eBay. I'm just like, okay,
nice.
Just like
mine's made up. Okay, I'm just doing it.
Awesome.
I'm crossing over. All right, so that is Agent Skahen, shaken, not stirred. So look forward to more exploring miniatures and squads of Heroscape in the future.